Hello, my name is John Ladine. I'm going to show you how to keep your cooler, your food in your cooler dry temporarily for $10. This method has been working really good for me since I've been camping the last month or so, and it does a really good job of keeping my food dry and keeping it cold. First thing you have to do is this is just a 55 quart igloo cooler, and what you're going to have to do is measure from this end to this end, and then from this side to the other side, and get a measurement in there, and then go down to Lowe's or someplace and have them cut them a piece of plexiglass, which is what I have here, just a piece of plexiglass that's cut to that size inside. So here's what happens. When I go camping, I put in ice along with frozen water bottles. These are just water bottles that are frozen that I put in there, and it does a really good job of keeping my food cold. But the problem is with all these coolers is they're wet coolers. They don't keep your food dry. But this is a temporary solution that I think will help you for $10. I just went down here, had Lowe's cut it for me, this piece of plexiglass for like $10. Then I set it down inside there like that. And you can see it's pretty sturdy. And then when the water melts, of course it's going to go down a little bit. This plexiglass go down a little bit. But the thing is, you got the bottled water there that's going to keep the plexiglass from going from bowing, and thus it'll keep your food dry a little bit longer. It's not foolproof, of course. It's just a temporary fix. I'm just asking people to go onto my Perfect Solution Cooler. Just type in Perfect Solution Cooler, and you can find my new invention that's going to help alleviate this problem of water getting into your food. But this is just my temporary solution. Now, like I said, excuse me, like I said, it does a really good job of keeping my food dry. I can have a lot more room. Now there are some different things that you can put in your cooler, that Velcro things, whatever, go across the way and keeps your food up here on like a shelf or something, and then down below is going to be your ice, and those seem to work pretty well. But this method here uses the full. I can use a full cooler. I can use the entire cooler for my food. And normally what I do is I put my food, like milk and stuff like that, and cheese and stuff like that, on the surface itself. Now things like meat and my bread, I usually try to put those up toward the top, on top of something, so that if it does leak, it won't get into my food. So that's the important part, I think, of a cooler, is to keep your food dry but keep it cold. And so that's my little tidbit for you. For $10, you can put yourself a piece of plexiglass. Use this method here of ice and bottled water that's frozen, and it'll last pretty long. It lasted me as long as 5 days one time. But when it gets real hot, of course, it doesn't last as long. But it's done a fairly good job, lasting at least 4 days. So I think that's pretty good, and just hope that you use this method. And like I said, just go on to my other video, Perfect Solution Cooler, and see my new invention. Thank you.